Hey guys, welcome back to week 2 of my progress to my powerlifting competition. Today I'm training arms, so biceps, triceps, and also finishing off some deadlifts at the end of the session. It's still my high volume block, so lots of volume, supersets, that sort of stuff still. And we were meant to record this a couple of days ago, but it was a long day for me at work, and then I had helping out with a photography shoot afterwards, so it was a very long day. Didn't have the energy to do it at the end of the day. Then yesterday it was rainy, wet, cold, horrible weather, so again just didn't have the motivation yesterday. And today it seems clear, but now it's got incredibly bright and incredibly hot. My hay fever's kicking off and next door are doing works, so it seems whatever we've tried to do, there's always been something trying to stop us, but regardless I need to train and I wanted to record this video as well, so we're doing it today regardless. Let's just jump into the video then.
So how many sets are we doing?
3, and then a max set. I'll watch it back to see how wonky it is. I don't think it will.
Go see?
No, I'll watch it back when I edit this one. I don't think it will be overly wonky. I think the difficult thing is I'm staring straight at the sun. So I've done one set, and I'm almost there, I'm dying.
Oh, that's good.
So if you couldn't tell already, I'm doing close grip bench press today. So my main bench press day is on Mondays, so at the beginning of the week, and this is just to help with build the triceps a little bit. One thing I used to have a lot more than I do now was tricep weakness, I think, was my sticking point on my bench press. So when I was last year, I just couldn't quite get 1 rep max of 100, but I could get it straight off my chest halfway quite quick and easy. But it was just from there, I just couldn't get it. So I think this will help build the triceps and help me continue to get past that sticking point. But this set, and then we finish with a max set. This one's just the max set. Holy cow. Last week I did 25. I don't think I'm beating that today. But we will try. 25 is the target to beat. Balls.
Max set?
Max set, yeah.
How many last week?
Last week we had 40.
40?
Yeah, it's too many, so I need to keep increasing the same with my lunges. I need to keep increasing the weight. It's in the earlier sets. I can't
see. 30. How many?
20.
3 times?
20, 2 times.
Any max sets?
No, but just 20.
So 20 on each?
Yeah.
Nice. This reminds me when I filmed you for your Fitmas, just watching you die.
That was brutal, wasn't it? Yeah, for when that one gets too tough, instead of taking a break, I'll just jump straight into that one to finish it off. So next week, the aim is just, next time I do single arm, which will be in 2 weeks, the aim is just to not have a break or have less of a break. So each week, there's that target to be, even if you don't necessarily improve it, because obviously we're doing heavier weight each week on the bigger lifts, make sure that target to aim towards beating.
Yeah.
Okay, 20. I need to stop talking, I'm wasting time. That was tough. The last sort of weighted exercise is deadlifts. 4 sets of deadlifts. And after that it's just some abs and sort of grip work on some hanging leg raises.
Oh, your favourite.
Which I did in the last video, but I did it from the tricep bars. We found a way to actually get it on here with the bar. So we're doing that because that helps the grip a lot more and actually works abs a lot more. At least I felt it worked ab a lot more. Even though last time I think I got cramp in one of my abs somehow. This one, yeah, you just feel it a lot more. But I think one of the main reasons my coach programmed it is just because, as I said time and time again, my grip strength isn't that great. So this is all just working on getting the forearm working more and just holding on to sort of quite a thick bar. Over time, we'll just strengthen that.
So basically learn to be a monkey.
Yeah, learn to be a monkey bait. I just need a tail, right?
Yeah.
So a fly just landed right in front of Mason on his chair, and he just fucking stared at it. So we're aiming for 8 to 10, going heavier than last week, and we'll just see how it goes. I need to do more cardio. 10 reps and I'm out of breath. Is what it is. So, some good news though, is we now have a date to aim towards for competition. Obviously that's, as long as there's no second wave and gyms stay open and like events with X amount of people can actually go ahead. But 1st of November this year at Graft House Gym in Leeds, we've got our first competition. It's like a community competition rather than an official competition, a regulated competition, whatever you want to call it. Like it's got, world-class powerlifters as the judges and stuff. But you won't go on like a IPF leaderboard or whatever the UK one is. Is that IPF? I don't know. But yeah, at least it's a date to aim towards. Spoke to my coach about it. I think we're going to keep with this sort of high volume hypertrophy block for now. We'd start to look to tailor things obviously towards that date, which means maybe I don't need to train cardio much, because after this block we'll probably go more strength stuff. So powerlifters don't need cardio, right? Pretty sure that's why I did this sport.
smell the same.
Wet wipe would probably do. It's basically the reason you get sneezes and sore eyes and stuff with hay fever is basically the pollen will stick on your face. So anything you can do to get that pollen off, the better. So if you have a shower, if you wash your face, if you use hay fever relief wipes or just any wet wipes, anything with a bit of moisture, it will help get the pollen off your face. So I get it a lot. Like in the corner of my eyes, I get really itchy. And I just said to Annette off camera that after that set, like towards the end of it, I could feel it. Hence why I'm just doing this between sets. Plus, added bonus, in this weather, that feels really nice on your face.
Really refreshing.
Really refreshing.
The lemony.
Peppermint and tea tree oil.
Oh, okay.
So it's good for your skin as well with tea tree oil, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Suitable for daily use, yeah. So my aim with these is, because it's obviously a lighter weight and more reps than I'd usually do, I just try and get them from the bottom to top as fast as I can and try and get that speed. I was saying to Jack again the other week that I read a study around, I think I've told you this before as well, Annette, around doing a speed rep like that and just trying to get it with maximum speed. Obviously keeping your technique as good as you can, but try and do the rep as fast as you can. Actually sees decent amount of gains compared to like just maximum load. So instead of doing your 1 rep max, you do a sub maximal. So I don't know what the study said. I'll try and dig it out. Like 70% or 80%, but just as fast as you physically can. I actually saw like comparable strength gains. So when I do something a bit lighter weight than this, I really focus on just trying to do it as fast as I can from A to B. Same with the bench press. My main bench press less so on the tricep one, but I just try and get that from my chest up as fast as I can and really work on that push force. Third set. To go now.
That looked easy though.
Did it?
Mm.
Do you all agree? Did that look easy?
I did.
So, if you don't already, I would recommend getting a training log of some sort. Whether that be, a book like this or an app, whatever you want. Get a book or whatever just to track your progress over time. I think that's one of the biggest helps has been not only programming, but looking back and saying, oh, last week my grip went on the 3rd set, this week it went on the 4th set. Even that's an improvement of noting those things down, not just I did 4 sets of 10, great. Noting down how you feel with your specific muscles as well, because some days you will just feel a bit off. Other days you'll feel amazing, but it's still just good to note those things down. So not only you have a target, like I said earlier with the triceps, I wanted to try and beat that next week. But you can also say, last week my grip felt weak, this week it felt strong. I'd take that as a win easily, if something like that's improving. So that last week, on these, I wrote, don't know if you want to read this, slight lower back pain on this exercise. So that's why I said this week, if it hurts, I'll get my belt out. But so far it hasn't, so I'd take that as a slight win. Just things like that I find really useful. That's my tip of the day.
The best thing you can do is spreadsheet at the end of it, right? At the end of the month.
Yeah, so if you're really into your data and keeping track, use a spreadsheet. I've got like 4 spreadsheets for tracking my exercises and weights. So not only the progression week from week, but I'm also tracking my 1 rep max over time. So whenever I test my 1 rep max, and my highest volume as well. So say I do 100 kilogram squat for 5 reps, and then in the week after or a few weeks after or months after I actually do 120 kilogram squat for 5 reps. It might not be your 1 rep max that every so hype about, but that's still a huge progression. You can say that my number and volume's gone up massively. So I've got a spreadsheet that actually shows it from when I started training last year, middle of last year, to now, because I'm an absolute nerd. But I find it interesting. So if that's interesting to you, and you're a nerd like me, yeah, put it on a spreadsheet and get some graphs going. Fucking love data. Last couple, that was just because I felt my positioning was losing it a little bit, so I just wanted to reset, take that extra second to reset my position, brace a bit better, so I could get those last couple. So that's the only reason, really. So if you're wondering why I put these up here, it's because this plastic is really hard on the hands, so as I'm gripping it I don't want my hands digging into that, so these attempt at least to hold it a little bit away from the plastic so that my hands stay without a line through the back of them. The last video you saw, I was doing the hanging leg raises off those tricep dip handles. But as I said earlier, my coach suggested actually doing it from this if I can. He didn't specifically say, you know, hang a death trap in your garden, but he said if you can do it hanging off a bar or something similar, that will train my grip more. So yeah, I put together a death trap. So the aim is to get 15 actual leg raises, but previously when I couldn't do this I'd take a break just to finish 15. Because my coach wants me to work on my grip more, he suggested when it feels tough, just swap to knee raises instead. So I found that works my abs more, but the grip can cope a bit better. So yeah, if you see me swap halfway through, that's why. The aim is to get 15 of actually holding the bar, really. Right. Oh, I can't feel my abs. Okay, that's us done for today. We're now going to go inside, have some lunch, cool down, and I'll edit this. Thank you for watching, or thank you for skipping to this part if you skipped to this part. If you try any of the exercises today, or the whole workout, or even just the hanging leg raises, let me know below. If my form is atrocious on anything, please feel free to correct me down below. I welcome criticism and critique. Like I say, we're now aiming towards the 1st of November as our first competition, where hopefully my 1 rep maxes will be humongous. That's what I'm aiming for. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, feel free to give it a like. If you didn't enjoy it, or you don't like me, feel free to give it a dislike. I think Annette said last time that that would just be rude, so just bear that in mind if you do give it a dislike. If you want to see more stuff like this and follow my journey from now until my first competition and onwards, please hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I will see you next week. But for now, bye!
Lunch.
Off the beaten track. a better man, sinking in the sand. Oh. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end.
I record everything.
Creep.
I like Abed.
Is this what content's come to? Writing in books. Sweet.